Technology. Here is the top weight, the chosen one. It'll be Murray Baker's last runner in a Sydney Cup. Andrew Forsman, the co-trainer. Hugh Bowman in the saddle.
Yeah, look, he has to give between 4.5 and 6 kilos to the whole field here, but he's competed at the top level in these 2-mile races throughout his career. I thought he was pretty good in the Tancred. I'd prefer a few others, but he's still got a good chance.
It's an amazing running. You said 4.5 to 5 kilos difference, but Huey's got the same saddle as what the lighter boys have got on the horse. I thought his run was good last time out. Got a little bit aggressive until he got back over the back of the Newcastle track and then settled down into the race nice. He should get a nice run from a soft draw.
Deshaun Sweet Jr., number 2. Karen McAvoy, Philip Stokes.
Yeah, he's emerged from nowhere, winning 5 of his past 6, and including an Adelaide Cup at this distance. Not much wet track experience, but we said that again about the Oaks winner in the previous, who absolutely was swum through the going.
Got given a great ride by Jamie Carr too down there in the Adelaide Cup. Map's quite good, so should get a good run.
Knight's Order, number 3, Rachel King for Gay Waterhouse and Adrian Bott.
Well, we saw the first 4 across the line that previous staying race, beyond the speed the whole way. So this bloke's going to be in front. He's a tough, on-pace type. He'll give a kick. He's going to look the winner at some stage in the straight, and he loves the conditions.
Yeah, all of what Ronnie said. Should be up in front, leading, tough. Really digs deep. Doesn't have much of a big finish, but just sticks on really solid.
Number 4, Stockman, Alicia Collett, Joe Pride.
I like him. He's untried at 2 mile, loves it wet, obviously well weighted, coming out of a Tancred where he had the 59 last start. Sets up beautifully for Joe, and a big ride here for Alicia Collett.
Yeah, I think so. Gets into the race really well with the 51. Fraction unlucky last time out when running second at Newcastle. Had to make a long run on the horse. Given it's drawn a little bit tricky, I just hate how horses like Angel of Truth or Knight's Order are drawn so soft, because it's not going to inject much speed in the race for the first half, so it might get quite muddling.
Crystal Pegasus, Jamie Carr on for Chris Waller.
Well, he's really matured and turned the corner. He's won, 4 in a row here, and he's only had 5 runs this preparation. The run he did put the riding on the wall was 2 starts back at 2,600 metres, and he put 5 lengths in them that day. So, yeah, he couldn't be going better.
Just Map's a little bit tricky. If he gets the luck from the gate, which he's going to need a lot of it, he'll run super.
Angel of Truth, Willie Pike on for Team Hawks.
Wet seems okay for him. He's only tried at this distance. He ran 60 in this race 2 years ago. He maps well and could run a race from that good draw.
Yeah, he loves to just get flowing up near the front. He's drawn obviously in 3, so should sit outside lead. If they go too slow, I wouldn't be surprised if Willie pushed on and took up the lead. But yeah, given that he'll sit outside the lead, he should run well.
Shiraz, Craig Williams, Chris Waller.
I like this horse. He's a French import. I think he's had his eye on this prize the whole way through. The one race they've concentrated on, he's got heavy form, he's got staying form in France, and I think he's ready to put in a beauty.
Yeah, he jumped on the back of Stockman last time out at Newcastle and made a long run, and then got into a bumping duel probably about the 300 metre mark, which didn't help his causes, but it maps really good for him here today.
No compromise. Jay Ford, Chris Waller.
Well, he went forward and he dead set owned the Queen's Cup last start, looking very strong, and I reckon he'd give the indication he'd run 2 mile ride out last time.
Yeah, I hope Jay rides him the same way, rides him right up on speed. I really like the way that he won last time out.
Luncey's number 9, Robbie Dolan, Chris Lees.
Oh, he let me down when I put my money on him in the Queen's Cup, and he proved that he's more of a Randwick wet tracker when the blinkers went on last time. So if you want to forgive him one bad run, he's right in this race and ready to go.
Future score, T.O. Nugent, Matt Kamani.
Placed in the Adelaide Cup last start. He's got 2 nice heavy runs in his career, place chance, I'd say.
Yeah, drawn a little bit awkward. He should be midfield. If he gets a little bit of luck from the barrier, he'll back away okay.
Surefire, Kathy O'Hara, Chris Waller.
Lovely horse, isn't he? He's only a 4-year-old, the Northern Hemisphere 4-year-old, so there's more to come from him. He holds good condition. He's got X Factor. He's got blinkers on. He's lightly raced, and he might be better in the spring and this time next year, but he's still a winning chance here, that's for sure.
Yeah, if he gets a soft enough run, he'll be working the line well. Just loved his last start at Roseville in the Queen's Cup. He just kept, wanting to be there in the finish.
Tiger. Holland and Rob Blacker.
Good tough type. You won't see a fitter horse than him in the yard. He rarely runs bad, just not sure a heavy track.
Chalkstream for Her Majesty. Damien Thornton has the ride for Chris Waller.
Yeah, look, there was lovely improvement from one run to the next. He does a few things wrong. They put that offside bubble cheeker on him today to straighten him up again. A peak performance is on the cards, and they say royalty's in town. I don't know if she's here, but there is royalty in town.
Really like the horse's last run in the Queen's Cup. Just kept chipping away. But like you said, Ronnie, just does a few little things wrong. But if could iron those problems out, I've got no doubt that this horse will finish in the finish.
Yes, Princess Anne was here to open the Rawleys to show. We'll keep an eye out for her, Ronnie. Alaka Hahn, number 14. Fred Kersley on board for Richard and Will Freedman. Richard and Will's first runner together in a Group 1.
He might run well at New Jods too. What he may lack in quality, he makes up in toughness and staying ability. So he pops in there just behind the leaders here and he just keeps whacking away. So not the worst.
La Bowl, number 15. Louise Day riding in a Group 1 for Kieran Maher and David Eustace.
The stable were tipping him right up before scratching him last week. Awkward draw. He's going to be ridden quieter, but he's in very astute hands and might run a race.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I thought before the barrier draw came out, I thought this horse was in with a sneaky chance. Draw's a little bit tricky for Louise Day, but given that she's going to ride it a touch quieter, just hopefully the speed's a little bit solid mid-race so she can get home over to Sullivan.
Dadoo's Dart, number 16. Brock Ryan for Team Hawks.
Yeah, look, best form is on the wet tracks, but geez, he hasn't won in a long time now.
Carp Fever, Tyler Schiller, Joe Pride.
Likes it heavy, needs to find a good few lengths here at the top level to be competitive though.
Sweet Thomas, James Innes, Matt Smith.
He's had 6 runs at 2 mile for 2 wins and 2/3. That's his greatest asset here. He loves the distance.
And South Pacific, Richard Litt, Andrew Gibbons.
Yeah, I just don't think he's done enough of late.
The Sydney Cup field heading out through the tunnel onto the course for this 2 mile event. The Swept Sydney Cup worth $2 million. The Group 1 following this race, the Queen Elizabeth Stakes, sponsored by Longines. So the race named in her honour comes up next, but she has a runner in the Sydney Cup in Chalkstream. Corey Brown, who do you like? Who's the best stayer here?
I really like number 4, Stockman. I just think he's run at Newcastle. He had way too much to do. He made a long run from about the half mile. A great pickup ride for Alicia Collett. Drawn a little bit tricky in the barrier that it's got, but given that it gets the right run, it'll be hitting the line solid. Stockman.
I'm with you as well, 4, 7, 13 and 11. I'm with Stockman here. Needs a bit of luck finding the right back to follow at the right time. First time at 2 mile, I should say, but he looks a cosy little ride. He'll settle anywhere and he'll be tough at the finish, I'm sure. I think Shiraz is the one to save on. The French horse there, he's just on the toe going out, but he'll settle down once he gets into a canter. Of the others, Chalkstream for Her Majesty. Big moment here for this Damien Thornton here. He's a funny looking horse and he's not the easiest horse to ride, but Chris has fiddled with the gear. There was a really good improvement in him last start, and I think he'll run this distance out. And best of the rest is the other import for Chris, and that is the young Surefire, who hasn't put a foot wrong. Look at the condition he's holding. He's a lovely prospect for the future, this fella. 4, 7, 13 and 11, and I thought a very good Sydney Cup here.
$7 the field, Ronnie. They went up $6 the field on Tuesday. Stockman got into as short as $4.50, but it's now back out to $7 and joins Crystal Pegasus's favourite, as Crystal Pegasus was with Stockman at $6 on Tuesday. Surefire at that time was as much as was $11. It got to as much as $14. It's now $7.50. Could this run favourite in another? Well, we're 3 minutes away from start time at the moment. You'd have to think. Knight's Order. Double figures the best given today. Got into as short as $7.50. It's just back out to $9 now. On the double figure line is Luncey's, and that's where it started the day this morning. Chalkstream for Her Majesty is out to $11. Did go up 10. Oh, it's got to as much as 13 during the day. Now an $11 chance and joins No Compromise at that quote there. His best has been 13 all day, as short as 10. Shiraz, now at its shortest all day of 11 after as much as 13 was about it. The Chosen One, back to where it started the day as a $15 chance. Angel of Truth at 21. Its best has been 26. Deshaun Sweet Jr., always around $26 today. Not a great deal of movement at it all for it. Tiger, as much as 41 is now 34. La Bowl, 41. That's probably been the best it's been all day. And Future Score is next pick at 51. That looks like the best it's been all day. And then long odds the other runners. Alec 𝙎𝙮𝙎 61, Dedu starts 71, and triple figures Sweet Thomas, Carp Fever and South Pacific. But Crystal Pegasus is now the outright favourite for the Sydney Cup at $7. TB number 5. Over Stockman, the 4 at $7.50. Surefire, the 11 is 8. Knight's Order, the 3 is $9. And Luncey's the 9 gets back into single figures at $9.50. And the chances, don't stop with those, Greg, in a very, very wide open Sydney Cup.
Yeah, the Sydney Cup, 2 miles there, getting around to the start here, just beyond about the 900 metre mark. The starting point is down the side of the track, the 900 metre point, and they'll come down to the judge and 1 full circuit of the course to go. So the Sydney Cup with Chris Waller in numbers here is strong. Chris Lees, who's won a Sydney Cup before, has Luncey's engaged. We might be able to go over to Ali Mosley now as they start to arrive. Surely they're all nice and relaxed and ready to go here, Ali.
Well, interesting you say that, Greg, because there's a couple that aren't. I noticed that Her Majesty the Queen's horse, Chalk Stream, is just getting probably a little bit above himself. He's getting warm, just on the toes, jig-jogging a little bit, ever quiet as always, and holding up through the prep really well. I've seen him quite a few times now. That is Luncey's, of course, his grand final. He is relaxed and exactly what you want to see from a stayer out the back here. No compromise. Another one just getting up on their toes a touch. I will say Alec 𝙎𝙮𝙎 has somewhat fallen apart here, just becoming a little bit of a muck lather, as is our Queensland visitor, the Chosen One. Knight's Order has come across in good order, and I'm just trying to have a look for Stockman at the moment. There's Stockman in front of me, relaxed. Great to see that our favourite there in Stockman is nice and relaxed. Alicia's just taking him round. She's got him just loping around, nice and quiet. He's switched on, but he's got his head down and he's looking around nicely. So good to see from the favourite there. But all in order, aside from those couple that were falling apart. I just wanted to make note too of Shiraz. It is the best I have seen him and the most alert I've seen him since he's run here in Australia.
Chris Waller sits on 5 Sydney Cup wins. 1 more would take him to outright leader, the all-time record holder in a Sydney Cup. He shares it at the moment with Dan Lewis on 5. As they start to load in here, Ronnie, survival of the fittest in this going.
Yeah, I reckon it'll be a real survival. You expect Knight's Order to control things, to suit himself up front. I can't see much other pressure. Maybe Tiger, Angel of Truth, Surefire, and Chalk Stream riding the speed with Alec 𝙎𝙎𝙎 just behind them. But other than that, I think they'll get into their rhythm. I think the first horse to quicken will be Knight's Order, and then the chase will be on.
Here's Darren Flindell for the call of the swept Sydney Cup.
He was so impressive winning on his Australian debut. Now Stockman, the joint favourite, getting set for Alicia Collett. Did all the donkey work at Newcastle in the Tancred, taking off a long way from home. Luncey's up to the 3,200 metres, the grey getting set. And Shiraz, another of Chris Waller's imports. Chris so heavily stuck with winning chances in today's race. And Shiraz moves in for Craig Williams. Darshan Sweet Jr. with the white cap, having a terrific 5 months and coming here off success in the Adelaide Cup over the 2 miles. Kieran McAvoy in the saddle. Carp Fever moves in. And Crystal Pegasus, absolutely flying at the moment, Crystal Pegasus. He's looking to make it 5 in a row. Mornington Cup winner, joint favourite for the race going forward. And we wait on La Bowl, who'll be the last to move in for this year's Group 1 Swept Sydney Cup over 3,200 metres. So we're just about right now. La Bowl goes forward. The starter has his hand on the button. We're ready, they're off and running. racing now, and Crystal Pegasus has jumped out quite well together with the Chosen One. Going forward, there is no compromise. No compromise, handy with Car Fever, Knight's Order, and Shiraz going up. Then Chalk Stream, Alakahan pretty handy from the Chosen One. They're followed then by Darshan Sweet Junior from Angel of Truth just off the speed. And as a result, Angel of Truth is pulling a little bit there. Surefire just taken back from Future Score. Sweet Thomas down on the rails, followed then by Luncy's as well back in the field. Crystal Pegasus got back together with Stockman. Then South Pacific as they come down the straight the first time, and it's Knight's Order in front, and No Compromise has jumped well again today, and Jay Ford's got him up running second. Chalk Stream's caught a little bit deep early. Shiraz gets a great run on the back of the speed on the inside of Carp Fever. They're followed after a length to Alakahan, and the Chosen One settles back on the inside now, being tracked along by Tiger on the inside of Angel of Truth, and Darshan Sweet Junior's caught 3 wide. Right underneath there is Future Score as they start to turn out of the straight. Sweet Thomas is back on the rails. They're followed then by Surefire, 3 wide on the outside of LaBelle, then South Pacific. Well back is Luncy's, followed by Dedue's Dart, Stockman, and Crystal Pegasus is the last one. So Knight's Order races inside the 2,000 metres with a length to spare on Her Majesty's horse Chalk Streamer. Got to a clear second now. Shiraz third, the inside of No Compromise. 2 lengths further back to the Chosen One on the inside of Carp Fever. A length then to Alakahan is travelling pretty strongly. Then Tiger the fence from Angel of Truth. Darshan Sweet Junior, the Adelaide Cup winner, doing it pretty tough here without cover, 3 wide. Followed by Sweet Thomas, then Future Score. Now Surefire back in the field, slowly starting to improve. In advance there is South Pacific. Then came LaBelle from Luncy's, Dedue's Dart, Stockman, and Crystal Pegasus. So the 2 favourites are last and second last of the 1,400 metres. And it's Knight's Order running in the lead by length on Chalk Stream. In third is Shiraz, a length further back to No Compromise. Then the Chosen One from Carp Fever. No changes at the moment. 2 further back to Alakahan. Tiger the fence from Darshan Sweet Junior. Further back to Angel of Truth and Sweet Thomas. Surefire there in the Judmont Silks. In advance of Future Score, then South Pacific. Luncy's, the grey is deeper out. They're followed then by LaBelle. Stockman still third last at this point as they start the run down the side, and well back is Dedue's Dart. So they've got 800 metres to run now, and Knight's Order is the front runner by a length here on Chalk Stream, is being felt for in second as Knight's Order ups the tempo and gets a lot of these off the bridle a long way from home. Shiraz in third. No Compromise being roused along in fourth. They're followed after 2 lengths then to Carp Fever trying to improve. The Chosen One is back on the inside as they come up to the home turn, and it's Knight's Order a length and a half. 2 Shiraz is doing the chasing. Chalk Stream's had enough. Then came No Compromise from Darshan Sweet Junior. Luncy's coming into it. Stockman's a long way back with Crystal Pegasus. 300 metres to run. Knight's Order has gone for home. 2 lengths clear. Shiraz sticks to the task. It's Knight's Order. 2 lengths clear from Shiraz. They're the only 2 chances, but Knight's Order brave in the lead. Rachel King rides him right out. Knight's Order holding Shiraz. Darshan Sweet Junior goes to third, but Knight's Order will lead all the way in the Sydney Cup. Beat Shiraz given every chance. Darshan Sweet Junior a distant third. A good back gap then to Future Score from LaBelle. Then Carp Fever from Sweet Thomas, Crystal Pegasus, Stockman, Luncy's. Some of these have been beaten a long way. No Compromise, then Alakahan, Chalk Stream, Surefire, Angel of Truth, South Pacific. Oh, there's still more coming. A good gap back to Dedue's Dart. Tiger and the Chosen One with the last 2, and Tiger's rushing off for a quick shower.
Well, it was royalty, all right. It was Australian royalty. Gay Waterhouse and Adrian Bott have combined with Rachel King to win the Sydney Cup. Rachel King wins her first Sydney Cup and just her second Group 1 of her career, and she combines with Gay, who was a major part of her early days when she came across from England. Rachel King wins on Knight's Order. It's their Sydney Cup leading all the way.
What a beautifully presented horse by Gay and Adrian to get him. He's already a Brisbane Cup winner at 2 Mile. This is his 3rd attempt at it, and a seasoned horse, loves it wet, loves to control, loves to break their heart, and that's exactly what he did. Another on-pace staying event here today. You can't make ground from the back in there when you've got conditions like these, especially over ground, and they read the play beautiful, and Rachel did the job well.
So they're on their...
Of the quaddie here in Brisbane, race 7, a 72 handicap over 1,200 metres. Mr. Reliable, 𝙎𝙮𝙎 is your favourite. Can he keep this winning streak going is the question. First horse we're going to look at, Maxie, is Snowfire. He